Compared to the average person, I feel like I would consider myself an overthinker. I just last night I was in bed and trying desperately to go to sleep, thinking about how I was actually just completely a weirdo like my entire life. And when I was just mulling over all these little things over and over and over again, analyzing these little facets, little conversations I'd had, you know, a single phrase I said in middle school that was cringy, that was like, that was the beginning of the end. That was when my dark thoughts started to form, that was just a glimpse into my twisted mind. And I was just consumed by this until eventually I passed out, and I still had my Nintendo Switch in my hand. Like, I was in the water in Animal Crossing. I just retrieved a mantis shrimp, and like I woke up just in a daze. Um, and these thoughts, usually I just keep them to myself. I don't like to talk about them with other people. But luckily, the best and worst site on the internet, reddit.com, has a page where you can tell people that. You can tell them what it is that's bothering you. So we are going to be looking at Am I the Asshole? Now, this was a fairly interesting one. Am I the asshole for playing a voice recording to prove to my friend her daughter isn't nonverbal? First off, that was an insane title. That was the first thing that just popped out to me when I was trying to scroll through the Reddit, like, what am I going to talk about? And I see, my friend's kid has been faking being a nonverbal autistic. Am I the asshole for telling them? Like, it's more like, am I the saint? Like, you just proved to this mother that's apparently your friend that her daughter can actually talk. That seems like really good news, right? But that's not how she took it. So I, 30 female, have a friend, 34 female, that has a nonverbal daughter, 3 female. Let's call her Allie. I watch her 4 days out of the week in my in-home daycare. I require contracts for every child, and she never filled out the special needs section. And at no point when she asked me to take Allie did she mention any type of speech delay or non-speaking issues. Although Allie didn't speak much at first, I figure she was shy, she communicated her needs to me very well and said things to me frequently. Last month, I was in the bathroom. I keep the door barely cracked with a wedge so I can listen for any dangers and they can't walk in on me or see me. She walked by and said, "Ew, you stinky." Imagine, like, you're the daycare lady and this girl is 3 years old. She's not said a word to you. You think that, like, oh, she's just shy. And then you're going to the bathroom and then she walks over and the first thing she ever says to you is, you stinky. You stinky. Okay, I laughed and told her mom at pickup what she'd said, and I was met with, "She isn't verbal. Why would you mock her?" I assured her that Allie had spoken to me quite a few times and that I thought it had been a huge milestone for her when she first arrived and was barely saying anything. She told me that she didn't believe me and that it was messed up that I would make something up like that to upset her. I told her that I wasn't trying to upset her, but I wasn't lying either. I didn't press the issue any further. Here's where I might be the asshole. I decided to record Allie a voice recording, not her face, telling me her name and what her favorite animal is. Okay, so OP establishes that she was not aware of this supposed nonverbal disability. And so she just assumed that the girl was shy. And so the first time she meets the mother and is like, oh, that's funny. She told me something really funny today. Big progress for her to get over her shyness. And the mom's like, she's nonverbal. Why are you mocking her? Like, that seems like a like, OP has no, like, frame of reference. It's like if you were a daycare, if you're like also a daycare person and you have a kid and you're like, oh my God, Timothy, he ran the mile so quick today. And his mom's like, he's wheelchair bound. How do you mock him? And you're like, what? He walked when he came in here. What do you mean? But am I the asshole for recording her? I don't know. Let's see. We'll need a little bit more context, I think. I had the full intention of showing Mom the recording, but I was scared at first because of her blow up at me, and I didn't know how she would react. After a few short pickups and drop-offs, she told me it was water under the bridge and that she didn't want to talk about it anymore. She even insisted that I went to a birthday party. After that, I was just happy Allie could continue, and I ended up forgetting I had the recording at all. Fast forward to Friday, about a month later, she had a birthday party for her own child, for her other child. Fast forward to Friday, about a month later, she had a birthday party for her other child. At the birthday, I was socializing with the other family members. Honestly, I'm a total dumbass for forgetting that her family fully thought she was nonverbal. I mentioned the funny things Allie had said to me while we were reading an animal book. Turns out, the person I was talking to was her sister, and she started yelling at me, saying, she's nonverbal, why are you lying? Both her and her sister start berating me, telling me that it's fucked up that I'm making this up about Allie being nonverbal. Both her and her sister start berating me, saying that it's fucked up that I'm trying... Both her and her sister start berating me, saying that it's fucked up that I'm making this up about Allie being verbal. At this point, I'm tired of being called a liar. And I have 2 disabled children whom my son was nonverbal for many years. I wouldn't lie about something like this. So while everybody was staring at me, I was scared and felt backed into a corner. So I, remembering I had the recording, decided to prove my case and play the video voice recording. Everybody was shocked, and my friend told me to leave. I told her I didn't want to cause issues, but I'm not going to be berated and called a liar. She said I crossed the line recording her daughter, and that I'm an asshole for embarrassing her at the party. Now I feel horrible and wondering if I should have just let it go. I like how the friend, queued up already that she was an asshole so that she could post this directly on Reddit. I have an idea for you. If it looks a little bit weird, if I look like I'm keeping climbing into the shot, it's because I'm running out of screens to look at. Ideally, I'd be reading off of my phone right now, but my phone is recording. And my Mac, which is recording the audio and has Reddit up, is over there on a desk. And I could just use my laptop to look at Reddit and scroll through here, but that's where the footage of Hotline Miami is playing from onto the CRT. So I've run out of screens, and I'm just having to crawl off every time I read this, and I don't know. It makes it kind of awkward, but it's the best system, I think, right now. So OP offers some clarification. I don't know if this really helps, but I'm going to include it anyway. Edit for clarification and context. Whenever she would pick up and drop off, she wouldn't ask me much other than, how was her nap? How much did she eat? and I would hand her the daily report, and then she would leave and not say any. Whenever she would pick up and drop off, she wouldn't ask me much more than, how was her nap? How much did she eat? And I would hand her the daily report, then she would leave and not stay for small talk, even when I would try to initiate. I know people have busy lives, so I'm not going to try and make them stay and talk about their life story. I also didn't do the recording to embarrass her in any way. I didn't mean to vindicate it. I didn't mean any vindication by it. I can admit I should have shown her immediately after I recorded it, but I'm also human and was afraid of a second blow-up. Then after her saying it was water under the bridge, I was just happy that she wasn't going to take Allie away, so I put it in the back of my mind and forgot about it. I feel bad about how I went about my defense, hence the post. I know it was unprofessional and unethical. I apologize profusely to everyone at the party and the family as well. I will be putting cameras in my home. What? Sorry, look. Live Kyle reaction. What? I will be putting cameras in my home that everybody will have access to, as well as updating all the contracts to let parents know what is happening going forward. Peace of mind for everyone sounds good to me. Also, I will be making a call to CPS about the situation and see what they have to say. Oh, okay, guys. I need a little sippy sip. I knew I was going to have to go on Reddit, so I was like, I think a beer's going to be very good right now to try to get through this. Reddit is a hellscape, like half the time I'm on it. So that is very interesting. I didn't read this post like beforehand, at least all that much. Like I gave it a glance to be like, what is this about? And I did not read that part at the end. Like it takes a huge turn. She's like, oh yeah, so I don't feel I don't feel like it was a vindication. Like I was just blah 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 blah. By the way, I'm putting cameras in my house, which is her daycare center. It sounds like you're putting the cameras there because of that. So you can just be like, hey, look. It's also really weird how her friend, the mother of the nonverbal child, is so adamant that she's nonverbal. It seems, again, it feels like something you'd be happy to hear. They're like, oh, she is just shy. But no, you're convinced she's nonverbal. And it seems that her family's in on it. Like, her sister is aware, like, and passionate about it as much as her, the mother is. And I assume the rest of the family is going along with it. So, I don't know. Like, my only thing is, like, are they trying to do some sort of welfare fraud? Like, are they claiming that she's verbal autistic so that they can get, like, some government assistance? That's the only reason I can think that they would be doing any of this, and why they would be so mad to hear something to the contrary. And then she ends it with, like, oh yeah, by the way, I'll be calling CPS, and there's like a heart emoji. Insane escalation getting law enforcement involved. But I guess that's the only reasonable action. She says it so nonchalantly, like there's no lead up to that. So when she just drops it in the second half of the last sentence, it's just like, oh, is this like my thing? Like, I wonder, is this supposed to be some like possibly like Gypsy Rose situation? Like, is this some like, what is it? Munchausen syndrome by proxy? Like, are they trying to pretend she's nonverbal so that they get sympathy? But then, like, why is the sister in on it and, like, the rest of the family? Like, the idea that they all have Munchausen syndrome by proxy is kind of odd, considering it's already debated, like it's already exceedingly rare, as, like, it's so rare that psychologists don't even, like, acknowledge, like, they're not even sure that it's real, you know? And that's the whole, like, ooh, I used to be a psych major. That's a whole, like, rabbit hole about Munchausen's and Munchausen by proxy. But I don't know. But to get back to, like, the central thing, like what this post is about. Is she the asshole for recording this? Like, I really, like, personally, I don't think so. Like, you're telling, you know, your friend, like, this is supposedly, like, this is your friend, and you're babysitting their daughter along with other children, and it's like you're legit, it's your business. You have a nonverbal child. She says she has kids with disabilities, and one of them is nonverbal. And you're being told that the girl that you know is talking, that is the daughter of your friend, is nonverbal when she clearly is not. She's just under impression. Like, I assume OP is just under the impression that this girl is like shy. Like, oh, she's just shy. Like, I don't know, she's not talking to her mom for some reason. She just got to open up. And the mom's like very adamantly like, no, she's nonverbal. Yeah, like recording her talking, I don't think that, like, I don't know. I don't see that as unethical. Like, I mean, it is like, it's not even a video. It's just a recording of her saying her name and what her favorite, like, animal was. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's that big a deal. I feel like the way that she, like, whipped it out, like, she really just kind of, like, flopped her meat on the table during that argument. And, like, that's, that would be the closest thing I would consider to her being the asshole, is that her friend is at a party with her family at one of her, it's like one of her other children's birthday parties. And she's like, her and her sister are kind of ganging up on OP, saying that, like, she's a liar and that, like, she's a bad person for spreading lies about their nonverbal niece being actually verbal. And then she just has to pull out this, like, trap card where she's like, actually, I have a video of her talking. And the whole family just has to be like, what? But I don't know. I need another little sippy sip. I don't know. I don't think she's really the asshole. Like, I don't know what else she would have to do in that situation. Like the way, like, how would I react in that situation? Like, I probably would have just, like, pulled a gun and started shooting people. She's like, my niece is nonverbal, you're a liar. And you're like, checkmate, 9mm. Boom, 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 boom. Parry this, you fucking casual. Yeah, so you could do that. That's how I would react, honestly. In self-defense, if I had to shoot through the crowd of the family to hit the mother in self-defense, I would. I think we need to move on to the next story. Beer hitting like crazy right now. This one's luckily a lot shorter. So is like all the other ones I found. Am I the asshole for snapping when someone rubbed my belly and implied I might be pregnant? Now, this is the one that I thought was like, I saw the title and I was like, oh shit, I can't even read that yet. Like, that's gonna be so fucking funny. Because that's like the fear. Like, I never talk to, like, if I ever see a woman, like, I don't go like, oh, are you pregnant? Because there's such a likely chance that they're not. I don't want to be in that situation where you're, talking to a woman and you, like, look down at their stomach and you're like, oh, like, are you having a baby? And they're like, no. I'm going to give up. I'm going to stop making, I'm going to try to make that, I'm going to stop trying to make the joke work. And I'm just going to start reading it. So today, my office building was throwing a little fiesta-themed event, and they offered free lunch in the cafeteria. A bunch of us went down to grab food. When I was standing in line, I opened the Nest camera app to check on something, and I saw a little bird that's been showing up outside every day. I laughed and casually said to no one in particular, "This bird comes to visit me every day." Right after I said that, a coworker, who has made pregnancy comments to me before, came up, rubbed my belly without asking, and said something like, maybe it's because you got a baby bird on the way. Sorry, I can't even finish that. Like, I could not make it through this, and I'm not re-recording that. That is live Kyle reaction. I. That's a man. No way. Like, I'm imagining, like, the guy in my head who just did that is like Lois's. I think it's like Lois's dad in Family Guy with like the gray mustache and he was like, Peter, like that. He's like rubbing her belly, like walks up, and it said he's done this before. Like, this is not the first time he's made pregnancy comments, which is insane. Like, I think it would only take once, right? Like, if he was wrong, shouldn't it just be like once you got it wrong? Like, for the fifth fucking time, I'm not pregnant. That's I can't imagine that happening. That would just be insane. I don't know what. Oh my god. You have a little baby bird on the way? Like, he just had to. Bro just felt like sharing. I felt this immediate wave of rage. Like, why are we still doing this in 2025? So I said, don't be wishing that kind of bad luck on me. Oh my god. So, wait, he knows. Like, he knows that that's not. Oh, okay, wait. It's a woman. Never mind. She looked super taken aback, and my boss, who overheard, also looked at me like I said something offensive. I felt like I was the crazy one for being upset. But I didn't ask to be touched. I'm not pregnant, and I really don't like people making these comments for these kinds of comments about my body. Am I the asshole for reacting the way I did? Edit, I am not overweight, which only makes it weirder because I do not look pregnant. There's a couple of rays of sunshine trying to make me feel bad about my weight. Maybe I need to be more specific. My coworker did not do this out of my looks, which is why I'm concerned. Because even though, yes, I'm not the fittest person, I know I don't look pregnant. Holy shit. I'm at a... We're going to need, like, more... I don't know what that taste is. Like, it's not quite bread water, but, like, I don't know. It's better than all the other beer I've ever had. Anyway, I feel like after reading that, I need something more intense. Like, I need something. I don't even need dark. Like, I need something clear. Like, I need a glass of a clear alcohol. Holy shit. Look, I'm taking OP's word that she doesn't look pregnant. And what is it with this girl at the office who now I'm just going to imagine instead is Lois's mother instead of her father? Or maybe her I'm going to imagine it. I'm going to imagine her as Lois's father, but like with longer hair and everything else identical. Same ascot and smoking jacket and mustache. Same voice. Like, why would she continue to make these comments? Like, I assume at one point, like, she's addressed this before. Like, what is this woman's obsession with claiming her coworker is pregnant? Is this coworker in OP's closet? Like, this lady, the coworker's in the closet. She's punctured the condoms with a sewing needle and is just watching, like, OP is gonna get pregnant tonight. I know it. Tonight's the night. I don't know. Like, it just seems like weirdly obsessive. Like, maybe the coworker's like infertile and she has this thing where she's like looking at the breeding hips on OP and is like like living vicariously through her, being like, yeah, I bet you're fucking pregnant now. Yeah, any day now. I mean, it must be so easy for you. Like, you just have to look at a guy. You can get it pregnant, like, through a blowjob, probably. I don't know. Like, what? I mean, it's my fault. It's my fault for trying to apply any sort of logic to these stories. I don't even know what to say. Like, of course she's not the asshole, which is like the majority of these posts. Like, of course they're not the asshole. Like, no one who thinks they're actually the asshole's gonna, or someone who's actually the asshole is gonna post about it. But damn, like, that's just such a fucking weird situation. Like, girl, like, report her to HR. Like, get rid of her. Like, next time she's like, oh, looks like you got a little bit of bread in the oven, shoot her in the fucking face. Pull out a Beretta 380 and Mozambique drill her ass. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Just, she's never gonna say anything about you being pregnant again. Come on. Like, that's what you do, babes. Come on. At least that's what I would do. That's my... Ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Jesus would Mozambique drill this lady for implying he's pregnant. She either needs my or needs to lay off my I'm not sure which, but maybe she's doing less work. I don't know. I like started working at also search area with a like I started like telling all the time and she's like she's the first and like or it's not it's just that people are close and everybody's there but there's somebody you can when you're on the other like yes we're going to rush for years. Oh okay. She was like yes user like this kind of been for the and manager because like this whole thing is like worldly thing like it's like we're like every time one of the priests would get arrested for like putting hair in your toe they would say like oh it's the rules it's worldly people we're trying to get and like and just like that was like and it's crazy and it's I don't know but just say that you're all after. Anyway, off topic. Let's get to the next story. Oh yeah, this one's really... when I saw this one at first, I wasn't really even sure of what the title even meant. Am I the asshole for asking one text message when he went away hiking with his friend, but we're not official yet? No clue what that means. Just like, might be a rough read based off of that. I was dating this guy. We decided to go with the flow so we didn't feel pressured. At the beginning of dating, one of the things I asked was, 1 text a day is enough. He responded and consistently did it. One Friday, he had to work out of town. Next day, I got quite worried because I didn't hear anything from him. I texted him hoping everything was okay. It was the first time I didn't hear anything from him. On Sunday, he said we needed to talk. He confessed he bumped into his ex. Things happened and he spent his weekend with his ex. He said we were not official yet, but he felt I should know. He said he wasn't sure if he got back together with his ex. We decided to be friends. What? What? He said he wasn't sure if he got back together with his ex. We decided to be friends? Okay, I have to like interject here a little bit. What? Okay, so your new boyfriend stays, or not boyfriend, you're not official yet, but like you're kind of dating. He goes out of town. You text every day. The first time he doesn't text is when he's out of town. And he gets back and says we need to talk, and that he ran into his ex while they were gone and he spent the weekend with her. Or him, I don't know. I assume it's her. Okay. Then says that he wasn't sure if if he was with his ex, and we decided to be friends. We decided to be friends. Did the boyfriend say that we decided to be friends referencing the ex, or that is OP saying that her and this guy decided to be friends? I assume it's the first one, but like, I don't know. Based off the title, like, this is not a very strong English, like this is a passed with a C in English class kind of person. It's just so, like, it's poorly written. Like the sentence structure and like the way it's arranged doesn't make sense, which is nice because then I know it's not artificial intelligence. It's just natural stupidity. Like, this is some I got a C in English class kind of vibes. So I don't know. Let's just continue. Afterwards, we texted as friends. I never texted him first to respect his girl. I felt weird when he kept texting me when I thought he was seeing someone else, but I brushed it off, thinking we kept texting out of guilt. After a week, he asked if we could get back together. He said it didn't work with his ex and he still liked me. He said even we weren't official yet. He knows that he did hurt me and he wouldn't do it again. But I liked him, so I agreed. Jesus Christ, this is hard to read. I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke. On his day off, I thought I could spend it with him, but he said he would go hiking with his friend. On the day he went hiking, I didn't hear anything for more than a day. He texted me in the evening, and I told him about my concerns. He said that he didn't send one text. I felt scared. Holy Jesus fucking Christ. He texted me in the evening, and I told him about my concerns. I said when he didn't send me one text, I felt scared. It reminded me of that day. His response, even when I told you I would be busy, if I didn't text in a 24-hour period, you get upset. I didn't want to hurt you, but I'm not going to text you every 6 to 12 hours or whatever every day. It makes me an asshole, then I'm the asshole. If you were in my shoes, you would understand why this is so concerning to me. I understand how you feel because I hooked up with my ex and was honest about it with you. Wait, is it switching between speakers? This isn't like continuity. Like, there's no continuity here. Okay. I understand how you feel. Okay, so I assume this is a boyfriend texting his response. But then if you were in my shoes, you would understand why this is so concerning to me. That sounds like something the OP would say. I understand how you feel because I hooked up with my ex and was honest about it with you. While we weren't even officially together, but now I have to text you at least once every, 12 hours? Forever? Even if I explain I will be busy? You understand why I'm concerned about this? It's just alarming to me, that's all. It didn't disappear for days. I didn't disappear for days. I told you I would be busy too. I know it wasn't long, but still. I like you a lot. You know this. I find that hard to believe. But this makes me think it's too easy for me to hurt you, and we should just stay friends only. Like I said, put yourself in my shoes. I don't feel I did anything wrong this time. To be honest, it just reminds me of things that my exes would do. I know you weren't trying to make me feel guilty or anything, but I felt the same feeling. I hate it so much, and again, I'm not saying you're wrong. Of course your feelings are totally valid. If I hadn't done what I did, this wouldn't be an issue. Am I the asshole for getting upset? Am I accusing him of something he didn't do? He mentioned that his last ex was possessive, kept accusing him of something he didn't do. Am I asking too much when we're not official yet? He kept mentioning we're not official yet. Oh my God. Who's gonna tell her? I have bad news for her. That guy's not it. He's giving me bad fucking vibe. Like, first of all, I don't think he should have. The constant mention of, oh, we're not official yet. Like, we're not official yet. We're not officially. Like, it's giving, like, hall pass. It's giving, like, did you hook up with your ex? Yeah, but we're not, like, dating, though. Like, you and me. Like, we're not official, so it's, like, okay. Like it's morally gray. I'm a morally gray person. I'm like Game of Thrones. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like this guy, he seems like, yeah, I guess maybe it's a little bit weird for it to be like, I need you to text me every day, like at least once. Like that seems a little bit weird. I don't know how far away these people are. Like, is this a long-term thing? Hold up, I need a little mini splash here. Like, are they long distance? I assume not. Like, it seems like, I mean, going a day without text, like, look, I'm someone, like, I love texting. I like in beep, beep, beeps all day long. That's my idea of a good time. That makes me feel like I am, like, safe, or that, like, my friends actually like me. So when I don't get a response, or I don't hear from somebody for a while, like, I do get, like, really insecure. Because I'm like, oh, they hate me, don't they? They've forgotten about me. You know, I am Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. I just am, like, I'm just forgotten to the sands of time when they don't text me back. And I've gotten better about that. But it's, like, not in a healthy way. Like, the way I've gotten better about it is just having more people to text so that it never, like, the dopamine never runs out. Like, oh, there's always somebody who's gonna, like, text and respond to me. So it's like a rotation. Not the best idea, but, like, it works right now. And so I can understand, like, where OP is coming from, being like, I need you to text me every day. But it just seems excessive if you're in person with them. Like, I don't get that way about people that I'm in person with. I'm what I was referencing in the prior, like, the anecdote, what I was talking about in my case is people who are completely, like, long distance, not in my life. Like, it seems like the boy is to OP. And I don't get that. Like, it's so, I don't know, it just seems so possessive, so clingy, so weird. The guy cheating on his, like, first of all, sleeping with his ex while he's gone on the weekend, like, boo, like, just don't go back to that guy. Like, fuck him to death. Don't even bother. I think if I were OP and boyfriend came back and was like, yeah, I have something to tell you. So last weekend when I said I was at work, actually I was working, but I was working my girlfriend's pussy, like, just, like, beating it up. I'd be like, wow, thanks for telling me. Bang, bang, bang. Click, 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 Dude, the pistol would be kicking till my wrist broke. Like, like, girl, just, like, hurt him. Like, if she had to shoot into a crowd for self-defense. Anyway, I gotta stop with this bit. Yeah, so, she's not the fucking asshole. Like, I don't feel like I even need to explain that, like, oh, she's not the asshole. Like, I don't see in what possible universe she's in any way in the wrong. I mean, yeah, it's reasonable to assume that, hey, he didn't respond for a little bit, and, like, a day when he went out somewhere, and coincidentally the same time that he didn't do that before was when he was cheating with his ex. But, like, also, like, maybe this is a little toxic sounding, but all OP wanted was one text a day, and, like, you couldn't even manage that when you were cheating on her with your ex. Like, I don't know. I put everything down. Like, when I get a text, like, I'm always thinking about it, and usually I'm responding to it pretty quickly. if I were this guy and I was cheating on my like not official girlfriend and she wanted one text every day, I would like, especially if I was cheating on her at the moment, I would make sure to send that text, you know? Just be like, hey, what's up? I would actually, not even that. I would just take a picture and be like, haha, look, I found a squirrel. And then not respond. And then it's like, boom, you did your one text. And then especially the second time around when she's already suspicious, like this guy's not only a cheater, but he's like not even good at it. You know? Like, which I don't know, is that a bad thing? Like that he's not good at manipulating and tricking you? Or not? Like, because to me that comes off as like, oh, he's just dumb. Like, if he was good at cheating, then you probably wouldn't find out. And it would just be like, no harm, no foul. Like, you didn't even know. But it just seems like, I don't know, fuck him to death. The girl hurt him. Next to, what? All of the stories are ending up with like, I think all of them have been women OP and being like, yeah, just hurt that guy. Like, whoever that is, just like, okay. I don't remember the last one. We'll see what it is, but I think it might be one of those too. Oh boy, yeah, this one. Okay. Am I the asshole for not taking down my yard flamingos after neighbors complained? I bought a house a couple years ago and I've been working on making it look nicer. I spent a lot of time redoing the front gardens, trying to make it look neat and nice. A few weeks ago, I was at a greenhouse buying some plants for the garden, and I saw 2 yard flamingos marked down on clearance. I knew they belonged in my garden. They're not everyone's cup of tea, but I think they're a lot of fun. I set them up when I got home, and a couple days later, my neighbor was knocking on my door. She was demanding I take down my flamingos because they're extremely gotcha? Guache? I don't know. And lowering the property value of the neighborhood. I told her I'm not taking them down because I like them, and the property value isn't going to be hurt by 2 yard flamingos. I also don't live in an HOA, and as far as I'm aware, there are no town ordinances about yard flamingos. She has posted pictures of my house, the street I live on, and close-ups of my flamingos to our town's Facebook group to complain about them. Some people agreed I should take them down, and after that, another neighbor came over to tell me to get rid of them. My mom also agreed I should take them down to keep the peace with my neighbors. I like them. I smile when I see them when I pull in my... I like them. I smile when I see them when I pull in my driveway. I have no plans to take them down. Am I the asshole for not taking down my yard flamingos after some neighbors complain? Edit. Everyone keeps suggesting yard gnomes. I kind of hate those, but also I'd never say anything to someone with a yard full of gnomes, but I won't buy them. Okay. I think you guys know my answer to this. I think OP needs to go full killdozer. Like, I think they need, like, she needs to get one of the big bulldozers, the concrete coffin on top of it, and just destroy her neighbor's house, the other neighbor, and City Hall. Like, I think that's the only real solution I can see here to her problem. Because it's 2 yard flamingos. Like, I hate HOAs. If everybody who ran an HOA spontaneously combusted right now, there would be no great loss. Like, I feel like the people who run the HOA are like the human versions of mosquitoes, and just we're better off without them. Like, this obsession with keeping your house value up makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, you're literally paying more. Like, if you own that house and the property value goes up, you start paying more in taxes. Like, why would you want, like, you want the property back? Like, every once in a while, I think about, like, you should just go outside and just do a couple desk pops. Just a little, you know, just to make sure, you know, keep the property value down, play some loud music, you know, something like that. just try to lower it. Like, obviously, you're dealing with like a Karen here. Like, I'm not surprised that the neighbor hasn't like called the police on you. This seems like a situation that, like, unironically, like, no meme, I feel like the neighbor is going to make sure law enforcement gets involved to remove those two pink flamingos. Maybe they were hurt by them. Maybe it reminds them of like their like parents' house, you know, or like somebody else they resent. Maybe they had flamingos. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, I think I need to finish the beer. Ooh, that was a lot of ones. I don't even know. Like, I don't. These people. Whoever invented suburbs needs to be drug out on the street and shot. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. I think this video has been going on a very long time, so I think I'm gonna need to cut it soon. But yeah, closing thought, Killdozer. Destroy that lady's house, destroy your neighbor's houses, City Hall, all of it, burn it to the ground. You know, she posted on Facebook, take out Facebook while you're at it. Net positive. Anyway, I got the CRT running. I want to have more stuff on it next time. I've been doing this right now, but if you guys like that, please comment down below about that. I don't know what game I'm gonna have up next, but I want to have some games on it because I think it'd be really fucking fun. I want to play like VHS tapes. Like, I have Reservoir Dogs sitting right there. I would love to do that, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get like DMCA'd or something. Like, Universal's gonna be like, "Hey, that's mine now," you know. So I think video games are like a good way around that. But anyway, see you friends later. Peace out.